She loves police cars. I will keep this. The rest of the stuff in here is just junk, though. Okay, well, I've spent about 20 minutes just going to every area and clicking on everything I can find, and I found a police car. And during my travels of nothingness, I showed this guy my badge, and he said I'm going to need backup. Let's see if we can have a bit of fun. Fuck the cops! Okay, he ran off. So, spray cans. It's a small heap of colorful cans of spray paint. Can I take them? Oh, it's such a small area. I'm a proud owner of black spray paint. What do I do with spray paint? Excuse me, that is private property. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to call. Please stay away from there. I wouldn't want you to catch any disease from that mess. Marcus, how many times have I told you to get them to come and pick up that ruddy rubbish? I'm sorry, Father Rochester. I'll do it as soon as I finish up here. Please, Marcus, you know how I don't like trash laying around. Right away, Father. God bless you all. Is that the camera making noise? Okay. Do I talk to him some more? Hi there. Hello, lad. Ask about the bins. Why is Father Rochester so protective of the bins? Father Rochester is absolutely clean freak. I'll be here for the next few days doing all the gardening around this property. I guess the thought of someone else being near this mess freaks him out, as the kids say. Or he has something to hide. Ask about security camera. Not sure, lad. In fact, I was a tad paranoid. It was there to keep an eye on me gardening. Laughing aside, the good father did catch me smoking a doobie out here a while back. Gave me a right old bollocking, he did. So perhaps it's there to make sure I pick the weeds and don't smoke them. Huh. Outrageous. This chap is a bit of a character. I can't say I'm too fond of marijuana, but I surely don't pass judgment on those who indulge. Ask about marijuana. Do you smoke weed often? I do enjoy a puff. I think it's been around all this foliage all the time. I could do with a spliff now, to be honest with you. I would risk the bleeding camera. Haha. I'm afraid I don't have any on me. If you come across some, send it my way. Will do. Do you know where I can get any weed? Not a clue. My mate George grows it for me in his tent. The lucky wee laddie is in Malgalof on his holidays right now. I see. Well, that bitch at the pub has drugs. Oh, my God. Alright, lady. What was that? Shit. Did you guys see that? I guess not. That was the ghost of Elsa Gov, no doubt about it. It seemed to go into the men's toilets. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I need to get some drugs. Hi there. Hey. Ask about marijuana. Do you have any weed? Little boy nonsense. I've got too much of the stuff. Here, have a sample on Cammy, thanks. Feel like I got more at a great price. Cheers. I'm the proud owner of a legal drug for free nonetheless. Okay, so now we gotta go see what the ghosty goo is doing inside of the toilet. Flickety flicker. Doesn't seem to anybody here. Help. What the? Holy shit. She wants help. Alright. Is that all there was to do? Oh. I gotta go give this dude his weed. Hey, look what I got. Oh, Laddie, is that for me? It's all yours. Go enjoy yourself. I'll stay here and cover for you if Father Rochester pops up. You are a hero and a saint. I'll be back in a few minutes. See you soon. He crawled off. Oh, excuse me. That is private property. Where is Marcus? I think the men are here to collect your bins. He has gone to talk to them. All right. Please step away from the bins. Okay. He's not going to get anywhere and move away. What the hell is in these bins that is so paranoid about? Good man. God bless you all. Well, it's maybe a stretch. I don't know what else to do with it. This is risky. If I stand in the right spot, Father Rochester shouldn't be able to spot me. Hopefully he won't notice his camera not working, at least for long enough for me to snoop in his bins. Okay. Alright. Let's see what's in the bins. Now let's see what we have here. From an outside view, what I'm doing appears to be ridiculous, but I sense something fishy about his behavior. If he has something to hide, maybe, just maybe, it has a connection with the Govs and Vincent's disappearance. I need to leave no stone unturned at this stage. I don't have much time. I'm sure he's going to realize his camera is down. Nothing in the first two bins but garden waste, but what do we have in the third one? Again, it's mostly just weeds and plant waste, but there is a lot of shredded paper here too. There's a couple of scrunched up pieces of paperwork that look interesting. Gold account. Okay. Whoa, this is an incredibly rich priest. He has almost £5 million in his account. And he has a lot coming out of it, too. There is a lot of stuff to do with construction here. Looks like he's been going to the casino, too. And who is M. Pemberton? Oh, I can't read that. My health has been somewhat... Gilmore's knows my health has been somewhat on the wane. Indeed, I find it hard to put this pen to paper. I plead with you to double my monthly stipend. I intend to embark on some very costly treatment in my quest to get back on the saddle. Do consider it, I implore you, cordially, Maurice. How strange is this, an afflicted parishioner? Why is Rochester sending him to Stiffens? Maurice, I guess this could be the M. Pemberton that is mentioned on his statement. He's getting $5 grand a month already by the look of it. Now he wants 10? I don't know if I'm getting sidetracked here, but there is something fishy about this place. Father Rochester seems absolutely loaded, and by judging by the security around his bins, he doesn't want people to know about it. I wonder why this is. Surely if the helping of the local Jewish community is such a treasured part of the history of the church, Rochester would tell me more about it. It's amazing to think the Govs probably walked around here in life. The question is, where did they end up? What bloody hell has happened to the camera? Oi, you over there, what is the meaning of this? I sense a change in tone. This man is angry and aggressive. What? Someone has spray painted all over my camera. It was you, wasn't it? Get out and don't come back. I had nothing to do with it. Where the hell is Marcus? I apologize. I must go and rest. That was so aggressive. That confirms my suspicion that Rochester is up to something no good. But what? I am not convinced that his short and shifty answers to some of my questions earlier, there must have been somebody else around helping Father Rogers, and whoever they were, who knows, could still be alive. I need to keep reminding myself that if I can find out what happened to the Govs, it could be a bigger step closer to finding Vincent. Bonnie said that Vincent could be found at the resting place. And dude crawls back. I'm going to talk to dude real quick. Hey. Oh, man. Okay. How was your little break? Laddie, thank you so much for the wacky backy. It takes the edge off me aching knees. No problem. The good father didn't notice my absence, did he? You should be fine. Hurrah! Do you think he's hiding something? Whatever do you mean? I've seen him be very nice one second, and then he switches to rage just like that, and he seems to bite my head off every time I get near his bins. I don't know, he has always been nice to me. Although I will say he does have a temper at times. But who doesn't? Is Father Rochester involved in any local funding, say building or even helping partitioners? I don't think so. He has a bit of money, but he doesn't splash it around that much. I mean, he did give me a Rolex, but I assumed it was from the church coffers. I see. Do the names Maurice M. Pemberton mean anything to you? Maurice Pemberton. He's a landlord at the local pub at the Lord of Lorne. It's just around the corner. Really, This explains the letter. It was from Maurice Pemberton. Why is Rochester giving regular payments to the landlord of the pub? Does the name Gov mean anything to you? Never heard of it? Okay. Can you tell me anything about Maurice? He used to be over here quite often. Most weeks I would see him popping in to see the Father Rochester. What's their connection? I believe Pemberton used to do a bit of work around the church many years ago. That's what he told me one day, anyway. What else did he tell you? Nothing more. He keeps to himself, does Pemberton. I haven't seen him for a very long time. He is an old man now, you see? Intriguing. How old is he? Oh, fair ancient. He would be in his 90s, I would say, a real old bugger. I think he has been ill lately, just as it says in the letter. Do you know when he worked in the church? Was he around during the war years? I'd say so. He's of that vintage. Come to think of it, I did overhear him mentioning to the father something about World War II more than once. Thanks for the info, no problem. So Maurice is a landlord of the pub. He's an old man, very possibly worked with the church at the time of the Govs. Perhaps he knows something about them. I must have known Father Rogers at least. A fishy and secretive, incredibly wealthy current priest of St. Michael's is giving him mysterious regular payments. Will he know of the Govs' final resting place? Again, it's a long shot, but most of my hunches seem to be valid so far. See you later. Bye. I guess I gotta go back to the pub. The guy's off on vacation. So I can't do anything. Hi there. Talk about Maurice. Not goodbye. Hi there. Landlord, correct? Yes. Do you know him? He's not taking visitors at the moment. Thought you said he was on holiday. Yeah, he's on holiday. But you just said he wasn't taking visitors at the moment. Does it mean he's here? No. Yes, no. He's on holiday. I'm not convinced. She is clearly lying. If he is ill, then perhaps it's fair enough that he doesn't want visitors, but I need to get to him somehow. Am I correct in saying he's an old man? What's with these questions? Mr. Pemberton is a very private man. He wouldn't appreciate this. Can you please help me? It's important. Okay. If he is such an issue to you, yes, he is an old as the hills. Thanks. What is his connection with the church? No. I think he used to go there quite often. I think he is a very religious man. I see. Can I speak to the landlord? Mr. Pemberton is ill. He's not taking visitors. Even staff don't see him much these days, even though he lives just above us here. Is he dying? This is all very personal information, mister. Sorry. So is there no way I can talk to him? I'm afraid not. It's out of the question. How long has he been the owner of the pub? Several years. A long time. Do you know exactly when he purchased it? I think it was sometime shortly after the war. Really? Yeah. Getting payments from the Father Rochester probably was involved with Father Rogers. And now the revelation that he has owned this church since the 1940s. What is the connection here? He simply must know about the Govs. Who is funding the renovation? What a strange question. Our landlord, I presume. Is Father Rochester from St. Michael's funding the reservation of the pub? That's news to me. Why would he be? Never mind. Is Father Rochester sending large regular payments to the landlord? Pardon. I have no idea why that would be happening. Are you sure? Yes. Her confusion seems genuine. Is there any way I can speak to the landlord? I told you, strictly off bounds. Really? Really? The only person he allows in is his doctor. Okay. Ask about Pemberton's doctor. That's private. His doctor comes quite regularly, as I say. Mr. Pemberton is not a well man. Okay. Okay, so I need the doctor coat. He's explaining why the church is throwing money at him. How am I going to get to Mr. Pemberton? I hope his nose is okay. How am I going to get the coat from the van? Oh, dude's up there. Maybe he has something else to say. Hi, g'day, mate. How's work going? Can't complain, can't complain. She's hard yakka, but a cobber has to earn his living, right? Quite. Have you met Maurice, the pub owner? I haven't met him, but I've heard him snoring. He is loud as a bloody Kia squawking at full volume. What do you mean? I'm standing right outside his window. Does he believe in ghosts? Ha, what are you? This crap is a load of nonsense. Ask about the area. London, nah, mate. Only moved here a couple weeks ago from New Zealand. I see. Bloody love the place. Big Ben, London Eye, far out as like a bloody postcard everywhere you look. I do miss my steak and cheese pies, though, bro. I do like a pie. I feel he could go on all day. I'd better move on. Who's funding the renovation? I don't give a flying rat's ass who's funding it, as long as I get some pounds in me pocket. I'm saving up for a Kon-Tiki tour. Pemberton lives in that room right there. Yeah, mate. Why are you so interested? You got some beef with the old bugger? I just have my reasons. I need to pick his brains for some information, let's say. Ooh, this is like one of those London gangster films. Are you going to shoot me now? Haha, choice, bro. Can you help me get to him? Mate, if you are so keen to get to this joker, I'm sure we can work something out. Really? Yeah. What do I have to do? You know that hot Sheila that works behind the bar? Yeah, I love her. Since she's poured that first stale pint of warm beer for me, it was love. Does she feel the same way? That's what I need to find out. Take this letter to her for me. I'd do it myself, but the foreman has barred me from entering the pub after a couple of incidents, so I have to hand it over to her. Yeah, man. How are you going to help me get to Pemberton? Mate, do I have to spell it out? Get her the letter, and I'll let you scamper up on the scaffolding to talk to the old fella. You can shout at him through the window or something. I don't exactly have any options right now. Okay, I'll do it. Sweet, bro. Here's the letter. Alright, I'll get on to it. Cheers, cuz. See you later. Cheers, mate. Later, mate. Bye-bye, mate. Mate. Okay. Sup, bitch? Hi there. Hello. Talk about the letter. The builder outside wants you to have this letter. Does he now? That bloke has been after me since the moment he clamped his eyes on me. Is it a mutual attraction? Let me read the letter. Some of this stuff is rather forward. He doesn't waste any time. He's addressed it, Dear Hot Sheila. Does he even know my name? Ah, if he doesn't know my name, he can stuff himself. I certainly won't be doing what he asked me to do in this letter for sure. Oh dear, take the letter back and tell him to stick it. Will do. Okay. Hi there, g'day mate. Talk about the barmaid's name. Bugger, I haven't a clue. I just call her Hot Sheila barmaid. It's not going to look good if you don't even know her name, especially given some of the stuff you wrote in that letter. Oh, I didn't tell you that you could read it. Sorry. Shit, well, would you be able to ask around or something? I'll try. What's your name, bitch? She just doesn't have anything to say. Hi there. Ask about barmaid. Do you know the name of the barmaid? That pretty little thing? Not a clue, my dear. Oh, okay. Customers to read. They wouldn't be there unless there was something I could do with it. Mostly about cars and investments. Boing. What is this letter in here? It's addressed to Rosie. Get out of that post. Sorry. Okay. Is that her name? Do you know if that's her name? You don't. Okay. Can I ask you if that's her name? Hi there. What do you get you? Is your name Rosie? Yes. He did know. He just told me now. Oh, well, he can still go stick it. Why? Have you read the letter? Yeah, it's pretty full on. Look, if it means so much, tell him I will think about it. Really? Not really, but you can tell him that. Cool. Alright, dickbag. Hi there, hey. She told me she would think about it. Cheers, bro. Looks like Barry might be getting some tonight. Wait a minute, how do you know you aren't permanently? She told me with her own mouth. I need proof before I get my hopes up. How can I prove she read it? Get her to give the letter a big kiss with those sexy lips of hers, all the lipstick on, you know. Then bring it back to me. Then you'll give me a climb up there. Exactly. Bia. What a Burke. This time, and I mean it, tell him to stick it. Please kiss the letter? No way, Jose. Well, what about this bitch? Hey, ask about kiss. Throw the shot. Can you kiss this letter for me? Ooh, kinky. Cammy doesn't ask questions. Give it here, big boy. Here you go. Don't sell it on the internet. Wow. Thanks, Cammy. You're welcome, sugar. Hi there. Got one freshly kissed letter. I knew it. Playing hard to get, the little minx. You come up here, mate. You've earned it. Cheers. Are you sure I won't get in trouble for doing this? Mate, I can't guarantee anything. My head is lost in a cloud of love and desire. Bless him. I guess I have no other option but to try to get to Pemberton via this window. See you later, mate. Okay, so can I climb it now? Sneak in the window dressed as I am now. I need a disguise, so I need the doctor's outfit, but how am I going to get into the van?
2,000 years later.
Motherfucker. It takes a bit of effort, but the rusty old cutters managed to snip off a piece of wire. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go try that on the van. It took me ages to find the wire. I've seen this done in films so many times. Let's see if it works, shall we? Okay, so peel back the windowsill, squeeze the wire through, poke the door lock button with the wire. Voila! Unlocked! I'll take that coat and lock things up again before someone realizes. What a winner. How do I put the fucking coat on? How do I put the coat on? Oh well, here it goes. I guess I don't have to put it on. I'm ready! Hey, come up, bro, I've got you covered. Is it safe to climb? Do you think it'll go? After a rather hairy climb up the scaffolding, I found myself on the top. Just give him a shout from the window. Mr. Pemberton! Maurice! No answer. He's probably sleeping, mate. Right, it's time to be a doctor with a little bit of a breaking and entering involved. I'm going through the window. Way you go, nothing to do with me. I'll keep an eye out. Thanks. I better put the doctor's coat on before climbing to the window. Nice. Mr. Winston, I presume. After a harrowing clamber through the second-story window, I've made it into Pemberton's room. The old man is fast asleep. Aw, look at his face. Oh, excuse me, doctor. I was sleeping. Hello. My eyesight's not what it used to be, but I can see you're wearing your coat. Please take it off. Be comfortable. Oh, okay. Insist. Oh, no, really. Insist, doctor. Ah, much better. Phew, I thought I was going to blow my cover. My heart is about to explode. He seems to be a bit short-sighted and apparently deaf, unless I have the same voice as his doctor. Time to do some award-winning acting. How are you feeling, Mr. Pemberton? Not well, Doc. Not well at all. The pain in my chest is almost unbearable. Have you been taking your medication? Just as you've told me, Doc, but I'm running low on funds. I know the medication is very expensive. Do you have any way of affording it? Well, I've been asking a friend if he can lend me some extra cash. So far, he hasn't budged. Meanwhile, I'm here coughing like a hag. Does your friend have a lot of money? Doc, what about this pain? There's such a sharp stabbing pain under my rib here. You really do need the extra medication. I know. He is a man of God, no less. A man of God, and he has no pity for an old man. This man of God wouldn't happen to be Father Rochester, would it? He looks shocked. How do you know, Doc? Just a hunch. We are next door to the church, after all. Of course. I've known him since he started that church, you know, and the priest before him. I've helped him out incredibly over the years, and he simply won't budge with this extra cash. Curse him. How's the pub going? Well, Doc, with all the works going on, I think me takings are being affected. Profits are far plummeting, son. Things will pick up, I'm sure. Beer never goes out of fashion. Amen to that. I see some renovation going on downstairs. Yes, the old place needs a few tweaks here and there. Going gastropub? I hate those ruddy city boys as much as the next, but they're bringing in the hard cash, don't they? I suppose. Give me a cozy little pub any day, Mr. Pemberton. I wish the rest of the country thought the same as you. May I ask who's funding the renovation? Strange questions, Doc. I have my sources. As you know, I'm strapped for cash myself. Is Father Rochester paying for the pub? Would you mind your own business? You're bloody doctor, not my tax inspector. Drop it. Wow, I've really struck a nerve there. How have you been helping him? Never you mind, Doc. Never you mind. I insist. Drop it. I pay you for your medical knowledge, not your endless questioning about my private affairs. I'm getting nowhere here. Did you know the former priest, Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers? Archibald Theodore Rogers? A man who helped me a great deal. Without him, I would have never had this place, you know. Why do you ask? Did you know that Father Rogers used to help Jewish residents escape London during the World War II? Ah, yes. Why do you ask? He looks troubled by this question, his face looking somewhat alarmed. Does the name Gov mean anything to you? Gov? I shall speak nothing of the Govs. Suddenly he turns ghostly pale. Ah, my pain! Ah, get pills, please! Ah! I can't have him die me now. Where the hell are his pills? Cabinet. Locked. Wooden box. Locked. A small round hole in the top of the box, perhaps for an oddly shaped key. The drawers are locked. It's not the time to stoke a fire. Come on. I wonder if he has anything under his pillow. Desperate tactical, desperate measures. There's something strange under the pillow. A small metallic rod with indentations and protrusions down the side. I'll take it. The rod slots it all perfectly and with a click unlocks the box. There's an assortment of little pill canisters in here. Only one actually has any in it. Let's hope they are the right ones. Here you go, Mr. Pemberton. Thank you, your lifesaver. Now, where were we? What? The Govs. Do you remember them? Fuck. It's very important. My friend is missing and you are the only one who can help me. Hey, you don't sound a lot like the doc. Who is that? Do you know the Govs? I can only see properly if I stare at you like this. Must focus me old eyes. Oh, God. Admit it. Admit! What the fuck? Ah! It was them! Who are you, man? What are you doing here? Are you you're not my doctor? I can't explain. You had better before I call the police. The appearance of the Govs has clearly rattled the man. I myself are getting rather used to them showing up. Look at this locket. Look at the people. You just saw ghosts, didn't you? And one of them was this little girl, wasn't it? You recognize her, didn't you? And the old woman. I have a good mind to call the police. If I were 20 years younger, I would bop you one, you criminal. You were involved helping Father Rogers in this quest to save the Jews in London. I know you were. Just tell me. I was, yes. How? Rogers, he was helping them. The families. I was to go between man. For what? Families would have to meet Father Rogers regularly to arrange their escape. I would pick them up at their house and sneak them into the church to discuss matters with the Father Rogers. Security was tight. He didn't want anyone at the time to know what he was doing. But why am I telling you all this? I have good reason to call the police. Who are you? What went on during these discussions? Father Rogers needed a lot of details so he can organize their journeys. He needed to create forged passports and sort out where his families wanted to go. He would then sort out somewhere for them to stay and when they reached their destination and arrange for their possessions to be discreetly sent to them sometime after the escape. How did you and Rogers manage to sneak the families out? At night, we would sneak them into the church and into the basement, into the vaults. There, they would make their final preparations. There is a secret tunnel under the church that leads right to the Thames shore. I would bring the families down to the vault and leave Rogers to it. From there, Rogers would take them to the Thames, where a boat would be waiting to take them out to sea. That is all I know about the escapes. Do you remember the Govs? I know nothing of the name. Just what is your connection with Father Rochester? I'm a sick old man who needs help from the Word of God. I attend church regularly. I know him from there. That is all. I have reasons to believe that he has been sending you regular payments, substantial payments, from well before you were ill. Why? I am not answering these very personal questions to someone I don't even know. Who are you? By God, I will call the police. Rosie! Rosie! Shitballs. Ah! Be gone! What is the meaning of this? They were there. I saw them. You were not mistaken. The ghosts of the Govs have been haunting me, and I have reason to believe that they have my friend, or at least trying to lead me to him. What on earth are you talking about? Listen, it's important. You're the only living link to the Govs that I can find. I need to know what happened to them. They escaped. Where? America, I believe. You hesitated. Time has not been kind to my memory, young man. So they escaped to America, then? Yes, New York, I believe. Tell the truth. The truth. Ah! What is this? Holy shit. This is getting pretty damn scary right now. I'd never heard the ghosts speak before. I must be close to uncovering what happened to them. Scare Pemberton. Look, these ghosts are going to haunt you until your last breath unless you tell me the truth. What happened to the Govs? Where did they end up? I am too old for this. A man who has had a guilty conscience for all these years. I must come clean. Please do. Finally, I'm about to uncover the full story. The Govs were charming despite what they had been through. The old woman, Salome, was a true fighter. She looked after her granddaughter for many years, since her daughter and son-in-law, Alyssa's parents, had been killed in a car accident. Alyssa was a vibrant, happy soul. I grew quite close to them and admired them greatly, so naturally I tried to get in touch with them after they had escaped. I sent many letters to their supposed address in New York and found someone else was living there and had no idea what I was talking about. I approached Father Rogers and queried this. He got very angry and threw me out. You think they never made it to New York? Well, some weeks later, I dropped off another family to the vault for Rogers, and while I was there, from behind a wall, I could hear her screams. Screams? Yes. Rogers immediately turned to me with the most terrifying glare. His eyes looked possessed. Afterwards, he told me to never mention this to anyone. He began paying me substantial sums to keep my mouth shut. This very pub was built on his money. Wow. Wow. So you think the Govs never escaped the church? The Govs, and Lord knows how many other families, is the source of all the wealth that the church, you can see. Rogers would keep all their possessions, which amounted to the treasure hoard that has sustained the riches of him and his predecessors ever since. Oh my God. There is a God, young man. Would a God allow such crimes to be committed? What happened to the families? Did they escape? I have no idea, but those screams were awful. I can hear them as plainly as if that happened yesterday. The Govs may have never got out of that vault alive. I have no idea what Rogers did to them, but the amount of money he paid me over the years suggests something very sinister. Rochester obviously knows about it, and is why he still pays me, and indeed is funding the renovation of my pub. Oh, what a relief to get this off my chest after all these years. You are despicable and should be rotting in jail. You had to let the authorities know. I was blinded by greed. My whole life was set up, and it continues because of those payments. But as I face death, I must release myself of these burdens. How do I get into the vault? You must enter St. Michael's. There is a cough arg. Oh, Maurice, 12 points. He points the way. Assumption. Daw. Shit, I better get out of here before someone arrives. Oh no, did he die? Oh, that ain't cool. You're just gonna oh my God. What? Did you get what you wanted from the old man? I certainly did. Thanks for your help. No worries, mate. I'll catch you later, bro. Fuck. I have to get into those vaults under St. Michael's. 12 points. He points the way. Assumption. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I feel like I'm going to find out very soon. Oh, my shit. Oh. As much as I know you guys want to see what happens next, I have been playing for quite some time, so I think that's about my cue to leave it till next time. Fuck. Please join me in the next episode. And this seems like it might even be the last one. So, thanks again for watching. I will catch you later. My heart is racing. Oh, here goes. Get ready, guys. Are you ready? Fucking ready? This is what all this pain and suffering and reading has finally come to. We'll finally get fucking find out what fucking Vincent is.